When I first bought the OEX Awning, the first thing that I did was jump on YouTube to see how to put it up. I watched one of the videos that was on here, and if I'm honest, I still came away a little bit confused. It took us actually putting this up quite a few times before we figured out the easiest way to do it. So I thought I'd make you the video that I wish that I'd have had when I first bought mine. I'll show you exactly how we put it up. I'll share a few little tips that we've learned along the way, and at the end, I'll give you my honest thoughts on it, the good bits, the not so good bits, and whether I think it's actually worth the money. Right, sorted. So, let's go through this. Did you bring your mallet, Jenny? Mm-hmm. Brilliant. So that's the awning. That's one of the side poles. That's another one of the side poles, so we don't really need them at the minute. Main poles. Okay. And some pegs. Smashing. Right, so we need to go to the back first, don't we? Clip the back on, pull it over.
And then I reckon if we get it where we need it to be, on there.
Yeah.
And then peg out.
Yeah, like peg it round the back.
I think it's just getting it over that's
the issue, yeah. Red to the back. This is the front.
That side, isn't it?
Yes.
So do you reckon we make it as long as possible?
Yeah. So we do want to both walk round that way, and then shall if you feed it up and over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Definitely not a one-man job. This is it.
No.
Ribbit cut. Is that it? I'm fucking lost.
Oh, get it.
Thank you. Right, so is that one attached?
Yeah.
So at the back of my tent here, you'll be able to see two small red straps that we're clipping these into. They actually come with the awning. Attach these first. I personally just leave them on all year round because then it makes it so much easier when you want to put the awning up. Now this is the part where you need a few core muscles and a bit of height, which fortunately for me, I have neither. Which is why I drafted in two significantly taller friends. Now, don't get me wrong, this can be done with two people. I was just standing there looking pretty, to be perfectly honest. But if one person goes to the back of the tent and throws it over, and then the second person stands on the ledge of the tent and pulls it down, you can pretty much get it into a decent position. And if you are doing it this way, please be bloody careful. Yeah, that's perfect. That's it, Shelley. Feed it down like that. This is this side. Perfect. We're on it.
Does it need to come over the other there?
Hold on. Once you've finally got it over and pretty central, your skylight should be sitting just off the hood of your tent. You might have to readjust the red straps on the back depending on what kind of ground that you're on. Keep going.
There?
Bit more.
Oh yeah, because the window's like here now for like your head, you know, to the entrance.
Yeah. I think we just need to get, yeah, more or less. We just need to get
And
this
then it's
wire
that
over and it should be pretty even then. Woo! Are we looking there towards like touching the ground? So if the awning is a couple of inches off the floor, if you pull this black zip that runs along the side of the tent, it will actually give you another couple of inches. Then just next to those two black zips, you'll find some straps. Tie them loosely around the edge of the tent.
Not do it too tight just in case we need to...
Yeah, we can always like rejig it if we need it then, can't we? Right, so we're going to peg in the back ones first, then the poles, then pitch out, I think.
Just have them over that.
Possibly, yeah, just to give us that extra, like, it'll be more flush, won't it? Right, where's the poles? I put them indoors, didn't I? Right. This one goes in first.
Just that bit in it that it goes through.
Yes,
And
because
then
then
clips into
the
that.
yeah, it clips on then.
Right.
get it?
Yeah, do you want me to put it in this side?
What, clip it? Yeah.
This one. Right, I'm in that side. Right, should have more coverage there. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Job's a good one. Yeah. Never have a look at the small one. Small one. And this literally cuts into the side bit, so yeah.
Go on, I'll let you do yours first.
Go on, I'm in it.
Do you push me that fabric?
Yeah. Just literally put it on the side so it's out, it brings it out. And then all we need to do is just pull it out. Yeah, push out. So just pull it.
There'll be some pegs around there if you want this. I don't know what that was about. What are you doing?
I just want to beg. I just want begging.
Thank you. How do you make these shorter? I'm sure there's a way to make them shorter.
Pull that one. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, good. I think we can tighten the ones at the back just ever so slightly,
Yeah.
just to tighten, you know, this skylight.
Yeah. Why are these pens about 15 years long?
Yeah, I think it's just, you say behind this?
Yeah, I reckon bring it this way.
Yeah.
And then once you've got your 4-guy ropes in, all you need to do is give the back a little bit of an adjust and you should be good to go.
I'm very impressed with how quick this has got up.
Yeah, we've done it in about 15 minutes, I think.
Really?
Yeah, it's not taking, it's only 4 o'clock.
No?
I'll tell you how long actually. 23 minutes it's taken us.
No. So, could you just pass me one more thing, please?
There's literally flies everywhere.
Flies.
Flies everywhere, yeah.
It's gone up alright though, that's miles easier than last time.
Miles easy. We've not got the winter content with, and I think 'cause we've done it a couple of times now as well. We're getting used to how to do it.
Yeah.
But it definitely takes some doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, job's a good one.
Lovely.
Oh,
Show you the inside. So this is the inside of the tent. You've got your skylight, which is absolutely brilliant for letting light in during the day and stargazing at night. These are little windows. They also double up as doors that pull right out at the side of the tent, which is brilliant. And then you've got these little side doors as well that just kind of unzip. So you can kind of have it the best of both ways, which I'd absolutely love. So yeah, you actually get quite a lot of like space and light in here, which I think is absolutely brilliant. One thing I do love is that the fact that you can bunch your ladders up like you would do when you're putting your tent away, and you can actually hook them to the underside of the tent, which using this piece of Velcro, which actually gives you a lot more floor space than what you'd expect. I have actually used this as a proper tent before and slept in here on like a little camp bed while the kids were in the tent, so it's absolutely brilliant for that.
I'm gonna put the carpet down.
Yeah, do it. Let's make it like home. That was very good. Like, to say how much higher your core is than mine, it's not actually that much further up off the ground in reality. Now we've got it all pitched down.
No, it was just them first ones, but what I've done is I've just pulled the others closer to the car and then like folded them in on themselves.
Yeah.
You know, just so it's a bit tighter.
Yeah.
We've got a few gaps, but
It's inevitable though, isn't it?
the rain's not going to get us in there.
No. To be fair, we've done a few camps now in the rain and it's held pretty well on it. I do also like the fact that it's like big enough for you to stand up in and be able to get changed and things like that, you know, so you're not wriggling around in the tent as much. Smashing. Right. Yes. Well, this is what it looks like from the other side. So you've still got your windows. Your side windows are slightly covered, ever so slightly. But having this on does actually mean that you can leave the tent door open at night time and it stops the condensation being as bad inside. And it also packs down in about 10 minutes, which is an absolute bonus, especially when you've got the kids with you. But yeah, definitely a good piece of kit, innit, really? For what it is. Say we're only, what, we're at 250 quid, I think?
Yeah.
Like, definitely a good addition. The only thing is, I definitely don't think you can't pitch that on your own.
No.
There's that, especially like at that height as well, there's absolutely shit chance. We struggled with 2, didn't we?
Yeah. Once you've got the 3 of us.
You know where we stood on top of there?
Yeah.
And you pushed it down. If you just have to be able to push it up, do you know that initial? Because I could reach over quite well.
Yeah, I reckon now
it would be a struggle, though. Like, it is, yeah.
It definitely would be a struggle, especially if it's a windy day. You'd really struggle on your own.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, overall, fantastic piece of kit. Definitely worth the money. Hey, Shelley.
It's so cute, isn't it? It makes all the difference, doesn't it?
So I guess the ultimate question is, would I recommend it? And honestly, yeah, I would. It's given us loads more extra living space. It's quicker to put up than I expected, once you've done it a few times, that is. And it feels really well made. The only downside for me is how difficult it is to put up on your own, especially seeing as I do so much solo camping. But it has also massively improved the setup because it gives me the extra space when I do go away, just me and the kids. Now, there is a new version of this that has just come out and it does look like it might be a little bit easier to put up on your own. So as soon as I get that, I will tell you exactly what I think. So this is our pitch for the night. On that note, guys, if you've made it this far in the video, please do like and subscribe because it makes a massive difference. And until the next adventure.